Good morning, everybody. In the name of our Lord Savior Jesus Christ, Alakapuri Church of Christ brings you glad tidings today. My sermon is titled "The Finale of Jesus' Ministry." Luke chapter 9, 51 verse. Let me read the reference first. And it came about when the days were approaching for his ascension that he resolutely set his face to go to Jerusalem. Luke 9 chapter 51 verse. In studying MMLJ, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, we must sense where, when, to whom, and why Jesus taught what he did and did what he did. Jesus had a game plan. The first year of obscurity found Jesus patiently meeting people. The second year was one of recognition and popularity. The tide turned in the third year with major opposition. Now the finale comes before the cross. Let me put as the first point a one track mind. Matthew 16:13 to 20 verse finds Jesus confessed by Peter. Then Jesus announced the cross. This totally undid Peter. He rebuked Jesus. Jesus then rebuked Peter. Jesus set his face upon Jerusalem. His jaw was set. He would not be deferred. His hour had come. To this end had he been born. From this time forward, all teachings, miracles, and parables totally focused upon the cross. Jesus was given more advice to take less than anyone. Jesus accepted rejection, but it hurt. He looked like a man 50 years of age and ate, grasped the disappointment uniquely his. He was rejected by family, friends, and the Jewish nation. He died alone. Let's see the next point. What is the lessons? Jesus was fresh, challenging, and relevant. No man ever spoke like Jesus. Jesus spoke with authority. In Matthew 23, Jesus used the most scathing language upon the Pharisees, the hypocrites. This was not against outsiders, but the religious sinners. They knew Jesus spoke about them. In Matthew 24 and 25, he taught his famous judgment parables. This is a study within itself. The stone the builders rejected became the head. Matthew 21:42, Mark 12:10, 11, Acts 4:11 and 12. Jesus would be crucified by man and then crowned by God. If men had not acknowledged him, the stones would have cried out. Let's see the third point as the events. In Mark 12:41 to 44, we see the widow and her two mites. Jesus needed her before Jesus left the temple for the last time, God reminded Jesus that he had come to die for those like the little widow. Zacchaeus is a separate lesson. There must be an entire lesson on John 11. The rising of Lazarus, his resurrection provoked the death of Christ. James and John, plus their mother, desired thrones and raised a contention concerning who is the greatest. Jesus cried over Jerusalem, Luke 19:41. This crying was not the quiet type as in John 11. To Jerusalem belonged the monopoly of killing the prophets, Matthew 23. The word is bewail, which means broken down with sobs. Jesus cried over two, two truths. He cried over two truths. What men suffer and what men miss. Perhaps the later is the real tragedy in life. He did not suit his times, he suits no times. He is tender and compassionate, but he is violent and uncompromising. He could make a child feel at home on his knee, but he could stare down powerful enemies. He said the worst things about sin, yet died for sinners. He asks me for my all, yet gives himself to me utterly. He is the most knowable man who ever lived. But no man has ever explained him. His sinner friends created a scandal, yet he is called a man of sorrows. Jesus is too big to be ignored. Thank you very much.